Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So now I'm going to start a whole series on how to become a writer, as in I'll be regularly giving tips for those of you who are beginners in writing, and this is going to be the first episode of this series. Now, when I talk about writing, let me be clear. I don't really refer to poetry writing per se, because as you see, most of my videos are talking about the art of poetry writing. But in this particular series, writing, when I'm talking about writing, I'm talking about all kinds of writing. It could be creative writing, writing poetry, fiction, or it could be journalistic writing, professional content writing. So basically, I'll just give you some tips on how to sort of begin with writing. And if you're a beginner in the field of writing and you don't know how to start writing, so these are some basic tips, and this is the first episode. Of course, as we move on in this series, the tips will get more specialized, and I'll be dealing with different topics. But for the first episode, I'm just going to generally give a couple of tips to somebody who wants to get started with writing. But the first tip would be, if you want to get started with writing, read newspapers. It might sound strange because everybody talks about reading books, but I would say make it a habit to read daily newspapers. Whichever language you want to write in, be it in English or Hindi, make it a point to read the newspapers of that language, at least 2-3 newspapers. Subscribe to 2-3 newspapers on a regular basis and make it a habit to read those newspapers daily. And trust me guys, newspaper reading is the best way to increase your vocabulary and to improve your writing skills. Because the kind of writing that is there in newspapers is the best kind of writing. And of course, apart from news reports, there are a lot of feature stories, human interest stories in newspapers. So when you're reading a newspaper, try to read the newspaper in its entirety and try to pay attention to the language. Try to see the way sentences have been structured, the way sentences have been used, especially in human interest stories and feature stories. And also newspaper reading, I'm saying, because it's something that you can actually follow on a consistent basis. Reading a book, sometimes you might feel like reading a book, sometimes you might not. But if you make it a habit to read a newspaper on a daily basis, it's a habit which will stay with you, and trust me, it will do wonders to your vocabulary if you subscribe to 2-3 newspapers in whichever language you want to write and read those regularly. Now that you've started reading newspapers regularly, made it a habit to read newspapers, the second tip is that read as widely as you can. Read whatever you can lay your hands on. So now the books will enter. But again, as I said, you don't have to limit yourself to reading certain kind of things, or don't try to go about it in a very methodical fashion that you make a list, okay, I have to read this in this particular week. That will make it very boring, and it will then start sounding like it's some kind of a burden. So don't make it into a burden, don't make it into a school homework exercise. Just relax about it, but try to read whatever you can lay your hands on. It could be detective fiction, it could be poetry, it could even be monthly magazines if you like reading monthly magazines, if you like reading about history, architecture, fashion, it could be anything. And trust me, if you're a school student or a college student, even your school textbooks, if you read them carefully and pay attention, other than facts, pay attention to the language, to the writing style, trust me, even a science textbook, even that can do wonders to your language, to your writing style. So keep that tip in mind, read as widely as you can, and whatever you're reading, it will improve your writing style, trust me, even if it's your school or college science textbook. So that was the second tip. Now moving on to the third tip. As cliched as it may sound, but you have to make it a habit to write every day. So now that you've got it into the habit of reading newspapers and reading other stuff, now is the time to discipline yourself to write every day. And you don't have to sort of set too ambitious goals which you cannot fulfill. Try and keep your goal modest in the beginning. So let's say you give yourself sort of like this kind of deadline, this kind of homework that you have to write for at least an hour every day, no matter what, whether you're holidaying, you're out of town, but you have to make it a point to write at least for an hour every day. And initially it will feel like very irritating, you might be blank, you might not know what to write, and it's not necessary that you have to write within that hour. Of course, if you cannot If you don't get any ideas, then you just keep on sitting. It will of course waste time, but you have to make it a point to write for an hour. So you get my point, right? Even if the first hour goes a waste, you can't write, you're not able to write anything and you're just staring blankly, then you have to devote the second hour, and in the second hour you'll be able to write something. But you have to make it a point that by the clock you have to sort of devote at least an hour to your writing every day. And trust me, after a couple of months, after an year, you will yourself be surprised at seeing how much you have written, and it will feel amazing. And you don't have to worry about anything, whether your writing is good or whether it's trash, it makes sense or it does not make sense. Do not bother about it at this point. Just write. Do not bother about the format also, whether whatever it's becoming, whether it's journalistic or fiction. It could be memoirs, diary entry, it could be your ramblings, whatever. We will give structure to it later on. But right now, you just have to make it a habit to write every day, and just continue this habit at least for 1 year, and you'll definitely see benefits. Now the next tip, the fourth tip, is to think about things, topics that interest you, and then try to write on those particular topics. So now you already have a substantial amount of stuff that you've written every day. A lot of it might seem incoherent to you, but if you look into it carefully, it will reveal to you your own patterns of thinking, and whatever you've written, some of it, at least some of it will be related to things that you like, stuff that interests you, your hobbies maybe. So then now consciously think about things that interest you. Like for example, if you like music, if music interests you, or let's say you're very fond of watching science fiction, you watch a lot of Discovery science programs, or you sort of read a lot of science fiction, then that could be one category. You could sort of think about writing about science and technology in particular. Or let's say you like travel writing, you read so many travel logs of people, travel blogs of people, and you yourself like to write traveling. That's a genre of writing that you could sort of seriously take to. Of course, at this point of time, you're still not ready for that kind of serious writing. But now that you have thought about topics that interest you, you have to do two things. Start writing consciously on those, around those topics, because now you're disciplined enough to write. So now you can actually do that. And the second thing that you can do is that look at all the stuff that you've written, and then if it fits into those topics, try and sort of figure out the categories, and then try and streamline it, edit it, try and make something coherent out of it. Because now you've reached that stage, that disciplined stage in your writing. You're still a beginner, but now you can sort of try and arrange the material that you've already written. And trust me, it will be a fun exercise. Now the last tip I have for you today, for those who are beginners in the field of writing, how to get started in writing, is again a very interesting and fun exercise. If you're attending events, if you're into attending events, it can be seminars, it can be a science and technology event, or art and culture programs, whatever. If you're into attending events, and I know these days online, offline events are not really happening, but very soon they will begin. And if you're even attending online events, online seminars or programs, workshops, or some lecture, whatever, just give yourself this exercise of covering that event like a journalist, which is that while you're attending that event, try and take notes, and then after you come back from that event, or after you've attended that online event, try and write a summary of whatever happened at that event. It will be like a press release sort of a thing, something which journalists do on a regular basis. And because I'm a journalist, so I'm talking about from my experience of journalistic writing. Or you can even, let's say, watch a movie which you like, and then try and write a summary of that movie or a review of that movie, your thoughts in that movie. So, and you have to give yourself a deadline, you have to be disciplined. So if you attended an event today, it's not like you will take 7 days or 10 days to write the review. You have to discipline yourself that you write the review as soon as you come back, or maximum the next day. Now this will help you develop spontaneous writing skills, and spontaneous writing skills are very important, especially if you want to become a professional writer. Let's say you want to get into content writing. So there, if you're into professional writing, into content writing or newspaper writing, you have to fulfill, you have to write an article within a stipulated deadline, sometimes an hour or 2 hours. You don't have that kind of luxury to sit with your pen the entire day. So you need to have spontaneous writing skills. So this exercise will give you those kind of writing skills where you're either watching a movie or watching an event and then you make notes or make mental notes or physical notes of whatever is happening, the main points, and then you go and jot down the summary. So this will be great from the point of view of developing your spontaneous writing skills and will be handy in a journey towards becoming a good writer. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and please do let me know in the comments section if these tips were useful to you, and also you can give suggestions regarding the kind of content that you would like to see in this channel with regard to more tips for writers. And please don't forget to press the bell icon on the top right hand corner so that you can get regular notifications and updates. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel Rati Agnihotri Official. Thank you so much for listening.